Hey everybody, it's tequila time. So, went on a little tequila hunt this past weekend and got a couple new bottles. um, I now have the full lineup for Lost Lore, so we're gonna do a whole video on them. Um, and but till then, um, wanted to go through this new stuff that I got that I have not tried before, or I've only had samples of. Um, we're going to start with lowest proof first and work our way up. So our first one is going to be Lost Lauren Yeho. Y'all good look at this one. At 80 proof, 40%. Been sampling this for a little bit. And this is another, just like the Blanco, it's something new and unique that I am really enjoying. And so wanted to share it because this is just it's well worth the money that it costs. And it's not cheap. It's an añejo. We talked about this in the last video. The añejos are not. There's a few that are within the around the $50 to $60 range, but most of them run around 80 or up to 100, and then on up. Um, but this one, it's just sweet, sweet, sweet. Um, Lots of nuances that are different than other añejos. It's barrel, it's what barrel they use, how long it's in the barrel. I try to get as much information as possible, but we get a lot of that either from Tequila Matchmaker or how long it was in the barrel. We know it has to be at least a year, but how much longer than that is it? Are we right up to 3 years? I don't think so, not by the color. Um, but what barrel did they use? I'm assuming, like most of us, that it's a used whiskey barrel. But they used wild fermentation, open air fermentation. That's going to throw a whole curveball into the flavor profile. So let's put a little in the glass. We'll do a little nosy, and we'll move on to talk about. We'll talk about it some more. And so the two Lost Lores I picked up this weekend here in the Kansas City area at Mass Beverage up north in the Northland, and then the Sembre Latino. I got that at Bubbles up in Parkville. If you're interested in a bottle, they've got a couple left. Um, I was I was torn between several bottles of wanting to things that I want and things that I need and things that I need for video content, and this was one I needed for video content. But Lost Lauren Yeho. Oh, this is neat. Lots of sweet cooked agave. What is that? Cherry. Get a cherry note on this. Trying to figure out if it's cherry or apple. It's definitely cherry. We get a hint of something else. Vanilla, maybe a little vanilla, which is not unusual from an añejo to get a vanilla on the nose. It's not nice and viscous on the glass. You can see the tears running down. You get this glass turned around. You can see this. Yeah, there you go. Just running down the glass. Let's give it a little taste. Wow, vanilla up front. With agave, that's definite. Got a little pepper, a little black pepper. something in there. I didn't know better. I'd say it was banana. Ooh, yeah, you get a little flavor like the banana, and then they're on the back end. Overall, great mouthfeel. Well, lots of sweetness. He said there's the black pepper. It's there. It's not super bad, um, but just really, really good. Finish is nice. It's still there. Still lingering behind. Might get a little unease on the very, very tail end if it starts to fade off. But overall, great 88. Great little sipper. Yeah. That vanilla and the oak is up front, along with you got cooked agave. You get it live, so that I don't want to call it cinnamon, but the cooked agave flavor of the dark sweetness and tasty stuff. Gotta share some more of this with folks. This is definitely got a nice color to it. It's not super dark, um, as some añejos are, and some are not. This is one of those ones that I would probably call it oh middle of the road. It's kind of definitely a hay color, um, little darker than than a golden, but it's got a nice color to it, and nice and sweet. Um, it's got a few little different flavors going along with it that really complement it. Um, Tequila burps. Sorry. Um, but yeah. There's that cooked agave. Mixed with a little vanilla. Mm. Wonderful. Lamas has done a great job with this, and along with Sergio Cruz, of getting these different expressions that are unique to Lost Lore, and that's the best part. Is it's unique to Lost Lore. The Blanco, this just adds to it. The Repo's got its own different, set of parameters as far as flavor profile goes versus this. I mean, it just keeps adding more to it as we go along, and they just knocked it out of the park. Really have. Everything they're putting out. So again, we're going to go in progression of proof. So the next thing we're going to try, move these bottles around a little bit, is we're going to do the Simbre Alicante. This is the new offering, and this is the Blanco version uh, from Simbre Spirits. And this is a David Soros project with Carlos Camarena. And oh my, it's I've I've tried a little bit of it, trying to dissect it a little bit. So I'm not sitting here completely. I had a little bit last night when I got home from buying it, and opened it up and nosed it. And went, what is that? Like, and I tried some, and I tried a little bit more, and I'm like going, this is way more complex than I'm at this time of night that I'm ready for. Let me try it again tomorrow, which and it's just it's very and wonderful tasting. But we're gonna pop this open, and of course it's a Blanco. It's running at 46% at 92 proof. This may take a little bit, but this is just The master distiller was Jose Lorenzo Coronado, and it's they did the first distillation was with bagasse and pine vats with native yeast. So let's give this thing a nosing and give it a little bit of flavor, a little tasting, a little bit of flavor. We're gonna taste the flavors. You think I've been drinking tequila all day or something? No, just a little bit this evening. I've been a good boy. Oh, the sweet cooked agave right up front, right there. It's a little swirl. The rum floating around inside the glass. Wow, this is gonna be fun. I get floral notes. And there's something. I'm sure it's coming from the cooked agave. I get like a really light butterscotch or caramel note. Just very very faint, but it's there. And it's probably coming from the cooked agave. And just me playing with it, you can see the tears coming down the glass. There's a nice viscous to the glass, just clinging. So this is gonna have a really nice mouthfeel. Let's give it a little sip. Mmm. Buttery mouthfeel. Just smooth. That hits of citrus, the cooked agave. There's that little bit of a floral, like a flower aroma, flavor going through it. There's something else there, but I can't put my finger on it. But whoa! Exhale for the inhale. Wow, it's just still lingering in my mouth. It's I've swallowed, but it's just coated the inside. I get a little bit of alcohol. You look off, man. And it's not. Is it burning? Maybe a tad bit, but it's not like more from black, like a black pepper burn. I mean, it is 92 proof, so we're not drinking water, even though it looks like water. Water's not this thick. This feels to the mouth. It feels thick. But man, you get kind of a little bit of a grassy, vegetal type note there on the finish. But I mean, it's not unpleasant. It's clean. It's it's a well-rounded, higher proof blanco. It is something I would expect from David Soro. This is right up that it's all in line, but the buttery feel, the sweetness right off the bat. It's smack you in the face. Wonderful, smack you in the face. Um, I this drinking. I no wouldn't use this as a mixer. No, you cover up too much of the complexity of the alcohol of the spirit. It just would not do it any justice to put it in a mixer. But to drink it neat, oh, you just want to explore all the different flavors. The more you try it, the more flavors that come by. Give her another little sip. Mm. I don't know what else to say. If you can't find it, find some place that has it and try it. It's something that it may not fit everybody's palate. Those of us that like the higher proof things, um, this is definitely a must. I almost shouldn't say a must. It's a definite one to try. Get a sample from a friend that does have one. Give it a try. It is um, trying to compare it to something. It fits, like I said, it fits right into all the Sunbury products that are out there. The Blanco, um, I'm drawing a blank all of a sudden. But all the Sunbury products that David puts out, this fits right into that category. It's just a little sweeter. It's a little cleaner on finish. Um, just a really, really, really nice sipper. Something I would enjoy just sit down with friends and here, try this one. You thought that one was good. Try this one. So again, if you get a chance to try it, try it. Um, this may be something I put the cork back in and set it on the back shelf and maybe take it to a bottle share and share this with some friends. I know some of it's going to get sampled here around Christmas time, which is just around the corner. That man, this is good stuff. It's definitely. Would it be an everyday sipper? No, not the price you pay for it. Um, I'm mid 70s for this one, which is right about par with most of the Simbre products that run. And the 80 proof ones running about 65 to 70. This was a little higher on the proof side. Bubbles has it back in the reserve room, probably because there's just limited quantities of it. But it was still, I paid mid 70s for it. Um, I was just excited they had it, and then they had something else that I have on my wish list that it's going to have to wait. I don't, I did buy from them. I bought another bottle of Lalo High Proof. They had several of those left, um, and so I bought another bottle of that so I could leave my signed bottle from Lalo Gonzalez alone and drink some of the other. But they had that. I'm like, well, I got to get I got to get a replacement for the one I have. So I did that, and then I looked at several different things. They have almost the entire lineup of Viva Mexico. I know they have the Blanco, the Reposado, and Yeho. All of those are in stock on the regular shelves. I looked at all the Lost Lore stuff, which I had already bought these two bottles here to complete what I have. I don't have all of the barrel rested. I have one, um, the vanilla Imperial Stout. I have a little bit of that left. Liked that one too much. Um, but I have everything else, and I've even replaced. I had we drank through the high proof reposado, and I had to buy another one of those. And we drank through the blanco, and I had to get another one of those. So um, I've already gone through probably almost 3 bottles of Lost Lore and had to replace with refills. That's how much I like. I like it so much. I had to get a T-shirt. So um, just it's been Lost Lore has been a big surprise to me, but then again, every expression has just met those expectations. So back to Simbre. We'll give her a little final taste, a little swirl in the glass. Again, clinging to the glass. I got legs running down the glass like you wouldn't believe. Get it in the camera. Yeah, a little bit. It's just, again, this more artisanal way of doing it is going to provide, it's a different flavor profile than a conventional Blanco. And not to mention the proof point. If I were to compare this to, let's say, Cascaween Plata 48, it's not the same. It's not the same. There's just doing the pine vats and doing the bagasso in the, in the still on the first pass creates a different flavor profile. Um, it makes it a little more, I don't want to say vegetal, that's probably not the right word, but that's the first one that comes to my mind. It gives it a little more complexity, a little more stuff to sort through. And then by second distillation, you get a nice, clean product that is complex in flavors that are all over the place, vegetal, fruits a little bit that you can get, and but then you have the cooked agave all the way through. And man, it's just, like I said, you can get your hands on it, get one. It's a nice one to sit back and pull out for special occasions or for special friends that it like things a little more complex than others. And like I said, it's not a burning tequila. It's a nice drinking tequila. It has some heat. It's 92 proof, but it's still a really, really nice tequila. Let's finish the pepe off. Mm-mm-mm. Wow, that's nice. So, in my tequila hunt, of course, going back to places I've already videotaped, and that some things change. There's updates. I could have filmed some stuff while I was there, especially at Mass. Um, we got Adam at Mass Beverage. He is continually improving the additive-free tequila aisle. When I was there and filmed, it was probably maybe 2/3. He's down to 3/4 of the aisle is nothing but additive-free tequilas. He keeps adding more, and which is great. It's great. He's got almost all of the full lineup of Lost Lore, at least of the regular expressions. The limited release, these limited ones, that those are harder to come by, but he's got great selections of everything else. And if you live around um, Zona Rosa up there in the North Kansas City area, go check him out. He's got a nice selection of everything, whether it's tequilas, whiskeys, beer. He's a beer nut. He loves his craft beers, so he's got plenty of those. And the night they were there, they just not super busy. I mean, you would think, well, of course, we're getting close to Christmas time, but with football games coming up for the next day, and they were not super busy, but they stay consistent enough to where it's a profitable business for them. So, um, and then I went up to Bubbles. Bubbles was a little more, it was a little more busy, but not terrible. And they were having tastings that night. I just got there early before they were doing the tastings. I checked them out. I wish I had gone the night before. They had, because if you get on their mailing list, they'll send you emails and tell you when they're doing specials. Because Friday night was 13%, since it was Friday the 13th, it was 13% off all the tequilas and whiskeys in the house. I wasn't driving all the way up there to do a round turn and go drive it back up there the next day. Because I was going to go see my sister. But water, I don't drink tequila that way. Okay, last and final. We're going to step it up a little bit. So, when I was doing my research on Lost Lore, especially on the high proof categories, um, I saw that the Blanco was running just under 100 proof. I think somebody may change because this puppy right here, this one's 110 proof. Oh yeah, I said it. You Forte fanatics out there, 110 proof. It caught me off guard because I was looking. I think it was like 96 or 98, maybe on the scale. Now you're like, well, What do you mean? I'm like, there's a big difference between, let's say, Plata 48 from Cascaween and this and Lalo. Lalo's 110 proof. Um, uh, Tequila Ocho Puntas, it's only 108, which is really close to this, but you can tell that there's a difference. So you have to be prepared. You have to have this prepared. You have to have this prepared. That you're drinking a high proof tequila. What do I want to compare it to? Well, you can't compare it, but there's thought processes you go through when you drink 120 proof bourbon or higher. Uh, since 110 proof is the highest that tequila can go to be tequila, they took it all the way to the max. And so this still strength is still strength coming out. It's not watered down at all. They watered it down. They watered it down to make it 110 proof. So I was called a little off guard, but still, oh my, this stuff is delicious. And talk about complex. This is different than the regular Blanco. I'm not going to pull any punches. I don't know whether they made any changes or not, or just the proof points have changed the way I perceive the Blanco to be. Um, this is just way, way, way more complex. Um, and probably just overall flavors. It's amazing that you come up with some of these things. But let's get a little in the glass, and we'll talk about it some more. But again, it's crystal clear. There's no tinting to it at all. We'll give you a look back. It absolutely crystal clear. And but yes, I'm not joking. You see that 110 right there? 110 proof, 55% alcohol. Yeah, buddy. Loving that. So let's give her a nice little smell. Oh, yeah, it's definitely high proof. Let's get some of that ethanol. Get some of them fumes out of there so we can get down to the smelling. Yeah, I get oh, cooked agave. You get that sweet smell. Some minerals and what does that remind me of? It's a little bit reminds me a little of wow. Can't put my finger on it. A little bit of the Alma de Jaguar. A little light citrus in here. Can't place it. Let's give it a little taste. We're gonna get the mouth ready before we take a really good taste. Because well, it's 110 proof, and we're only been playing around with lower than that. So let's get the mouth ready. Mm. Wow, mouth's still tingling. That's interesting. Finishes well. I took a really small sip. to get the mouth ready. So we're going to judge the finish. It's still there. It's way back here, but it's still there. It's all good. Let's give it a little taste. Wow. Cooked agave. There's a banana there again. Don't ask me, but it's there. Like overripe banana. A little bit of cinnamon, which is probably from the cooked agave. That's where I'm getting that note from. It's just more prevalent, probably due to the proof. Great finish. It lasts. It's still, I still feel it. Mouth feels nice and buttery, but it's not overly viscous compared to the Cimbre. Cimbre just kind of like coats your mouth like oil. It's there, it's there, it's there, it's there, and then finally it just goes away. This is there, coats the mouth nicely, and then it's go. Once you swallow, it's gone. But flavors stick around, stink around. Yeah. Let's give her another little taste. Mm. All of those are there still. I'm getting another note on the finish. Hold on. So the one thing that comes in the regular Blanco is that minty flavor, with a minty feeling in your mouth. It's back. And I like it. Some people won't. It just, you get that nice cooling in the mouth as you breathe in and out. It just sticks around. So I have that cooked agave sitting right there on the back of my tongue. So guys, we're getting closer and closer to Christmas time. If you have a friend, if you have a loved one that is really into tequila, if you're into tequila, then say, hey, I know what I want for Christmas. Pick one of these three. You can't go wrong, especially if you want to get something complex. Look for this Lost Lore High Proof. Wow. Look for the Cimbre Altino. Altino. Again, complex. All kinds of flavors all over the place. It's fun to drink and experiment and find all those flavors. For you Forte fanatics, definitely the Lost Lore Still Strength at 110 proof. Go for it, guys. It's good stuff. I will be posting on your page. So, hey, just remember, it's always tequila time. We'll see you next time. Catch you later. Bye bye now.